Coming to you from Mulby Studio at SuperBug University, I'm Sam Campbell.
And I'm Morgan Koziar. We'll have your news along with the weather forecast coming up on WSRUTV News. A fire broke out near Los Angeles, California around 9 a.m. on Wednesday. 3 people suffered minor injuries and were treated at the scene. Several buildings were also damaged in the fire. The cause of the fire is still under investigation.
By request of the Freedom from Religion Foundation, a middle school in West Virginia took down crosses around a memorial honoring a teacher who died in a car accident in 2004. The teacher, Joanne Christie, taught at Ravenswood Middle School for 26 years. While the memorial serves as a monument reminding those of all that she had done for the school, the Wisconsin-based foundation claims this memorial violates the First Amendment. The controversy still continues to this day.
Walmart recently announced that they will be giving 40% of its workers a raise to $9 per hour. The company currently employs 1.3 million people in America, which means about 500,000 workers will be making $1.75 more than the federal minimum wage. They have also said that by 2016, the workers will be making at least $10 an hour. The raises will cost the company about $1 million this year.
In honor of Black History Month, students gathered in ATS Auditorium to watch a documentary called Cracking the Code, followed by a discussion. The panelists shared their thoughts on the documentary, along with the audience. Students were encouraged to participate in the discussion, and those who participated shared their experiences with racism and discrimination, including ways in which we as people can move past racial barriers. The students and panelists learned something new from the documentary, which then led to more discussions. After learning something from the documentary, everyone was encouraged to make a change in the SRU community.
We'll have more on this after this commercial break.
A train derailment left a town in West Virginia in shock Monday afternoon. The train was reported transporting about 3 million gallons of crude oil, which have now tarnished a Kanawha River tributary. With crude oil contaminating the waters, the accident has left many people without drinking water. Since this was the third derailment in the last year, the vice president for the Institute for Energy Research is pushing for a safer means for oil transportation pipelines. Trains are still being taken out of the river. However, for those that were still on fire, authorities waited until they were completely out before attempting their removal.
Sony's president and CEO announced Wednesday, February 18th, that the Japanese electronics company would no longer pursue sales growth in its audio and video divisions. Instead, the company will focus on its more profitable areas in entertainment, the gaming and film industry, as well as its work with Apple by selling image sensors for the iPhone. While it may be some time before Sony completes its full transition, the long-term effects of the company's decision may result in PlayStation 4 as being the only product consumers will actually be able to purchase.
2 individuals are dead from the SuperBug C-R-E in California, and 7 more have been reported as being infected with that disease. C-R-E, which stands for carbapenem-resistant enterobacteriaceae, claims half the lives that it infects and is deadly due to the fact that there are few antibiotics effective against several different forms. The disease was found after normal endoscopic treatments. UCLA Medical Center is contacting another 179 individuals who had endoscopic treatments from October to January. Places where the bacteria are detected include hospitals and healthcare locations, areas where the bacteria are allowed to build up a tolerance for antibiotics. One way to protect yourself from CRE is remembering to wash your hands and keep a cleanly lifestyle. Slippery Rock University is getting hit with brutal weather conditions. On Thursday, February 19th around 5 a.m., the university announced a 2-hour delay. With the weather hitting a low of -11 degrees, students bundled up and took on the brutal conditions to get to class. The temperature continued to drop throughout the day as the wind picked up. Later, around 3:30 in the afternoon, the university canceled all evening classes starting at 4:30. In addition to the 2-hour delay and cancellation announcements, the university called for another 2-hour delay for the following morning.
Hey everyone, and welcome to sports. Ryan Clark, longtime safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers, announced he would be retiring from the NFL as a Pittsburgh Steeler. Coming out of LSU, Clark signed in 2002 as an undrafted free agent with the New York Giants. He played only 1 season there and then 1 season with the Washington Redskins before signing with the Steelers. Clark won 1 Super Bowl with the Steelers, and he also recorded 448 tackles and 12 interceptions in the 109 games he played with the team. Clark played his last season with the Washington Redskins in 2014. The SRU men's basketball team had 2 road games last week, but fell short in both contests as they lost to IUP and Clarion University. The Rock will close the regular season with a home game against Cal U. It will also be hosting a playoff game this Saturday against the number 5 seed in the PSAC playoffs. The Pittsburgh Penguins lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets last Thursday night, February 19th, by the final score of 2-1. Both goals were scored by Scotty Hartnell and Brandon Dubinsky, who was also in a fight with the Penguins star Sidney Crosby after Dubinsky hit Crosby late on the play. The only goal scored by the Penguins was by Evgeny Malkin. The Penguins take on St. Louis Saturday night and look to bounce back with a win. And that's it for sports, and back over to you guys.
Well, Slippery Rock, this weekend we saw some mild temperatures in the area, and for the next 7 days, the temperatures shouldn't be as bad as they were last week. On Tuesday, we got mostly cloudy skies with a high of 24 and a low of 18. Wednesday, partly cloudy skies with a high of 21 and a low of -2. And on Thursday, we got cloudy skies with a high of 18 and a low of -9. And coming over Friday for the weekend forecast, we got partly cloudy skies with a high of 14 and a low of -8. However, on Saturday, temperatures start to heat up a little bit. We got a high of 26 and partly cloudy skies and a low of 15. On Sunday, we're going to see 40s for the first time in a very long time here in western Pennsylvania. We got a rain and snow mix during the day, 70% chance with a low of 31. And on Monday, we got a morning wintry mix, a 70% chance and a high of 33. For WSRUTV, I'm Chief Meteorologist Mike Wazer. Back to you guys.
That's all we have for you this week. I'm Morgan Kosiar.
And I'm Sam Campbell.
Have a great week, Slippery Rock.